If you have been following happenings in the Shiba Inu market, you might have started to get the feeling that we are always putting out fires. It seems like when one problem is fixed, another problem crops up out of nowhere. The most recent problem has to do with the Shiba Inu logo of all things. But you'll have to keep watching this video to find out exactly what this is about. Disclaimer: for those who are relatively new to the Shiba Inu market, you might not be aware of how the Shiba Inu logo came to be. You probably think that it was designed by the dev team, just like every other project is. But that's not true. The Shiba Inu token was launched into the crypto market in August of 2020 without a logo. But not too long after the launch, Swiss graphics designer Svein Valdimarsson made a logo. He showed it to the growing Shiba Inu community on social media, and people liked it. So the logo was adopted by the official Shiba Inu logo. Unfortunately, no official agreements were made between the designer and the dev team about how the logo could be used. What's more, Valdimarsson himself did not trademark the logo. However, Valdimarsson is now speaking out about how he doesn't like the fact that the logo is being used to make money. According to him, you can get a tattoo, put this on your t-shirt or car, and everything is good. But if you're going to put it on like a cigarette pack and call it Shiba cigarettes, that's where you'll make money off it. And that's where I want to see some honesty in you if you're going to do that. So basically, he doesn't have an issue with people using the logo. Attaching it to something that makes money is where he has an issue. However, as I mentioned earlier, no official agreements were made. The community just liked it and the logo was adopted. So it might be kind of tricky for the designer to come many months later to say what the logo can or cannot be used for. What's more, the logo is not trademarked, so it isn't something that exclusively belongs to Valdimarsson, which might mean that he doesn't have the right to say what the logo can or cannot be used for. That said, I'm not a legal practitioner, and it would be best to hear from one. So according to Watcher Guru, Frederick Rockefort, an intellectual property lawyer representing law firm Harris Bricken, said to DL News that Valdimarsson has legal rights in most jurisdictions. Rockefort explained that even if artists don't register their work, there is a legal doctrine that provides them with ownership rights. So it does seem like Valdimarsson gets to decide what the Shiba Inu logo can or cannot be used for, not the dev team. Now, to be completely clear, Valdimarsson does not have an issue with the logo being used for the actual Shiba Inu project. It's those other businesses that are seemingly affiliated that he has an issue with. And he believes that the dev team shouldn't just be allowing anybody and everybody to attach the logo to their business. Valdimarsson has mentioned that if things continue as they are, he might be forced to take legal actions. And as for those businesses that already use the Shib logo, no one knows what will become of them. They might have to change their logos though if Valdimarsson is serious about taking legal action. If you found this really valuable, please drop a comment and share this video with friends. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, thus helping me to keep increasing the quality of the videos. Moving on to happier news, the first batch of Shib Wallets is set to be delivered. I know that I've mentioned it before, but it bears repeating that the launch of the Shib Wallets is probably the quickest launch we have had in the Shiba Inu market. It was in May that the project was announced, and barely 2 months later, the first batch of Shiba Inu cold wallets will be with their owners. I can't help but think that the process was sped up in the bid to corner the market that Ledger lost. Just to juggle your memory, Ledger lost some of its users a couple of months ago thanks to an unwelcome update. The update was supposed to be about making the recovery of tokens easier, but the unintended effect was that it exposed users' details to the internet. Many were not comfortable with this and decided to remove their tokens from Ledger. Some of these people have completely sworn off third-party crypto storage options, while some others have been on the hunt for a more secure option. With Shiba Inu now entering into the market, there is a possibility for it to corner some of the second group. Of course, there are no guarantees with this, but if that was what the dev team was thinking, it does seem like a good strategy. Anyway, those who pre-ordered these Shib wallets have received emails informing them that they can expect their delivery. The expected date of delivery is July 24th, but a further email containing the tracking number or a link to follow the status of the wallet will be sent. In addition to that, if you are still thinking of getting the wallet, Tangem is offering a discount on your first purchase. The discount code is HAPPY10. Now that we have the Shiba Inu wallet, the question that everybody wants to have answered is when Shibarium will be launched. In fact, some people are going as far as using the wallet's rollout date to estimate when Shibarium will be launched. Watcher Guru writes that, according to Satoshi Kusama, Shib's lead developer, Shibarium will be ready by August. Therefore, going by Tangim's Shib wallet launch, both products seem to be eyeing a release almost together. However, the Shib team has not given an exact launch date for Shibarium yet. Although past estimations point towards an August launch, there is no official date yet. The last part is actually very important. The dev team has not given any specific launch date yet, so it is in our best interest to not put our hopes on any estimation, no matter how realistic it might seem. Also, it is important that you only get your Shiba Inu updates from official Shiba Inu sources. There are many malicious actors that are trying to scam people out of their money, so it is important to be careful. Meanwhile, Bone has been seeing some interesting increases in price recently, and this is most likely due to the anticipation for Shibarium. In just 1 week, the price of Bone pumped by more than 14%, and over the last week, the increase was over 46%. The price of Bone is now trading at more than $1, and it looks like it will only continue to increase as we get closer to the launch of Shibarium. One last thing before we call it a day here. Bone is not the only Shiba Inu token that has been seeing some action. But before we get into that, this channel has a daily giveaway of 100,000 Shib. For a chance to participate in the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment below #ShibaInu. Good luck! The main token, Shib, has also recently experienced a huge surge in large transactions. Within a mere 24 hours, there was an increase in large purchases worth about $8 million. Monday was an especially good day as the volume of large transactions doubled on that day. However, something else that increased within the same period were outflows. Just yesterday, more than 900 billion Shib were withdrawn from a variety of wallets. Of course, there are always outflows, but this one is a lot. Plus, it is a significant increase in the regular volume of outflows, which is usually about 100 billion tokens. As a result, some analysts are saying that even the inflows might be in preparation for a sell-off. That is, they think that instead of those inflows were not exactly made by whales who were trying to stock up on their Shib collection. They seem to think that the inflows were made by whales but to exchanges. And when tokens are moved to exchanges in that manner, it is usually in preparation for a sell-off. That said, this is where I remind you that this is just speculation. There is still a significant chance that those inflows were made by whales who are stocking up on their Shib collection, probably in preparation for the launch of Shibarium. So it's important that you do not make financial decisions based on what you hear. Make sure to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. It's your tokens that are at stake after all. With that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then please like this video and leave a comment in the comments section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.